What's going on, Dog Squad? Trust is back with another video on the channel, and in today's video, we are going to be previewing the Cowboys at Commanders Week 18 preview, the final game of the regular season for the Cowboys heading to the playoffs. But there are some things that we can do to win the NFC East and be the 2 seed, and it's just simple: win the game. It's really just one thing. There's no things, no plural. It's just singular, and it's very easy and simple. One win against the Commanders, and we'll be good to go for the 2 seed. Also, I think it relies on Philadelphia's loss. We'll go ahead and look at all that stuff in today's preview, as well as some other basic stuff. We're not going to go full into, the Commanders, what they do well. They're eliminated, they're bad, they may be tanking. So we're just going to go over some stuff that we need to do. It's not going to be as big of a video. But as we get into this video, thank you so much for all y'all's support throughout this entire series of NFL this year. Thank you, and of course last year. Thank you for all the likes, subscribers, and views on every video. Hopefully keep it up. We're about 60 or 40 away from 800 subs, so hopefully we can get to there by, let's say, February. And let's see if we can get to 1K by April 2024. Now, without further ado, let's get right into this video, Dog Squad. They just be like that. Zach hopefully gets more involved.
In the microwave. I closed the door.
Squad, we got Cowboys and Commanders Week 18 preview. This was from the Thanksgiving game. As you can see, Deron Bland making the interception. Pick 6. Will he make another one? Will he make his 6th? That's the question. The last one he made was against the Commanders, so hopefully he makes one this time. So here we go. Commanders Week 18 game preview. Cowboys sitting at 11-5, and the Commanders sitting 4-12. Commanders basically going to try tanking to get a good draft pick. Cowboys still trying to fight for the NFC East and a good seeding. Dallas the spread, favored to win by 13 points. That's the biggest this week going into Week 18. Over under 46.5. We'll go over there in just a second of what my preview will be, or my prediction. When and where? 3:30 p.m. Central Time in Landover, Maryland at FedEx Field, and I'll be on Fox. We're watching it. I'll be watching that game as well. Predict the score for me in the comment section below. I have the Cowboys winning 34-17. If you want to count 34-10 basically in garbage time, you can do that. But that's what will happen. Type Dow for the Cowboys and type Washington for the Commanders in the comment section below. A very small amount of people in the world are picking the Commanders or in the nation, because the Cowboys, obviously, this should be a domination blowout win for them. Maybe they just hopefully don't go in there and it's problems and don't go in there and choke and lose the division, or else it's going to be very hard on Sunday and going the rest of the week, especially when you blew a chance. Key players and groups to watch for. Of course, QB Dak Prescott. We got to have him have a great game, have a fantastic game. He's been doing an MVP caliber season all entire year. Can he keep it up and not blow something this game? Yeah, that is going to be a big, not really big question, but the question is really, will he do it? And I think yes, he will. He's been pretty consistent this year. Besides a few games, I don't think he's really going to mess up this time. I think we can't. O-line, the Smith side, basically Tyler Smith and Tyron Smith. I believe Tyler Smith is playing. So, because I remember, he had some trouble before. Tyron Smith. We'll go over injuries later in this video. Definitely want to keep up. I know their defense isn't good, but we got to make sure their injuries don't they don't increase. D-line, Micah Parsons. I heard Micah's going to try to step outside. I don't know, twice or something maybe, or prevent it because his team, maybe do that at the end or something, but I don't know really what that deal is, honestly. I heard something. Maybe I heard it wrong. Hopefully he does well in this game, goes off. Definitely that's what we need. Running back Tony Pollard, I think since it's going up against a bad defense, I think he'll go up. I think he will at some point have a touchdown, and we'll go over that in just a bit as well. Okay, so I'm not going to do any Commanders and stuff, key players. I don't even know what they're going to do. I really don't know. They're not going to try as much. If they're, down bad, I doubt they're going to try to go far and, it doesn't matter. But you got, these are the teams for the playoffs that we could potentially verse. I believe that's 5. Also, these are players. Now, you have the Rams in there, too. But the Rams also, I guess I didn't include that. These are teams that haven't made a playoff berth. They have not clinched a playoff berth and have a chance of verting us. We got Seattle, who we played and was a narrow win to them earlier in the year, week 13 actually, on Thursday Night Football. If all y'all remember that as NFL fans, Cowboys fans, or anywhere. Vikings, we have not played at home since 2019. I was actually at that game. and we lost that game, but we've actually won the past 3 when we played Indianapolis. Vikings currently have to win like all these teams have to like lose, and then they have to beat the Lions. So really not really a good chance for them to go to the playoffs. The Saints, they gotta get the Bucks to win. Or lose, and they got to win to clinch the division. They got to get like a couple more teams to lose, and they have to win to clinch a playoff berth. Bucks, I don't really know what much with them. They haven't clinched one yet, but I think they have to get the same amount of teams. Like I think the Seahawks and Packers will lose, and they have to if they lose and they can't win the division, all that, and then they'll play us if they have to come to us. And then the Packers, they basically have to win. They'll probably play us or some losses. Basically, every team I think has to lose. But that's who will play. And then Rams, I think they have to lose, and Packers the win because of head-to-head 8 losses and all that. So what to do to win? Obviously, come out 100% or more percent. Definitely, this is a game. You're gonna have to worry. Are you gonna come out sloppy? Or are you gonna come out ready to play? We can't have that if y'all want to go to the playoffs. And especially, this is a big play. You're undefeated at home. You can handle the environment. You can handle a lot. You can handle the turf and all that. This team can play on the road, and if you're going to blow a chance to a bad team, you got yourself one heck of a playoff deal. That's going to be tough. I don't even know what's going to happen. Don't let the weather problems or away problems get to you. I know it's a road game. You play better you play better at home. We know that. And you have trouble on the road. It doesn't not like you suck on the road. You just can't win a lot of the games on the road. And then you have the weather problems as well. Please, I know it's like a 70% chance of snow, but don't let that get to you. Hold the wide receiver game. We had trouble holding Curtis Samuel and Terry McLaurin. We had trouble holding them, and I don't know how much they're going to go for it. They're going to have to obviously try, but I still hold them. I'm not going to really go in further depth in the Commanders, but like I do with other previews and all that. But please don't. Less penalties. We can't have those cost you, please. None of that. Play like you're a Super Bowl contender team. Don't make this an overtime game. And the execution play go up. We had some offense has been great, but it could be better. It's just had some problems. Play calling by Mike McCarthy was bad the last week against the Lions, and then execution with the turnovers. I mean, we're scoring, and Lamb broke the record, and Dak's going off. You can't have those. So here we go, Cowboys and Commanders, the past 5 games. So Cowboys went 3-2 in that tough game stretch we were all concerned about. That's good. I mean, I would have rathered that Dolphins 4-1, but I thought that would have been it. I don't really think, but we still have a chance at 2 seed because the Eagles have just flat out been. You've won 3 out of 2, and you beat the Eagles too. And you beat some of the teams. So it's not like anything luck. Yeah, of course you need the Eagles to win or lose, but you got yourself in that situation. That's all that always matters. You can't, if you're relying on the Eagles and you've lost all those other games and you lost to those like the Seahawks and all those NFC teams, yeah, you'd be out of here. And you lost to the Rams, and then you lost the Eagles again. Yeah, it wouldn't have been as good. If you somehow lost that Seahawks game and the Lions game, you'd be out of here in no time. And honestly, if we lost the Lions game last week, it would have been different this week. I'd be saying, okay, look, we got to win, and we got to turn our butts to that Eagles game. It would have not been good. So, yeah, you got the Lions last week, a narrow win to them. You got the Dolphins, a close loss, tough loss to them. The Bills, a blowout. Eagles, you beat them like a drum or by 20, and then you barely beat the Seahawks. Should be in them by more, Bills. You got the win. Other hand, the Commanders have not won a game, I think, since week 11. Is that right? I think maybe week 10. I think their last one was against the Patriots, I believe. But they have definitely they just obviously have not. They're not a good team. They played well against the Rams. The Niners, they tried. The Jets, they almost came back and won. They were up, and then the game-winning field goal. The Dolphins got dumped, and so did they to the Cowboys. To us, definitely not what you want, but Commanders will probably fire Ron Rivera, and they'll get themselves, I guess, back. Question for the Dog Squad. Can the Cowboys come out ready to play against a bad Commanders team? Let me know in the comment section below. I think they will. They're much better, I think, this year. Hopefully we have a good playoff run. I think we can this year, especially when we're just better at home. I know we're a little worse on the road, but we play tough against those opponents. We've come out more consistent this year. I do think we can come out tomorrow. So we got to look at the NFC playoff picture after Week 17. This is our last one. That was our last playoff picture. Next week we'll have the playoffs, full playoffs a bracket. Now, I don't know if I'll make one or anything, but we'll have that on Sunday or Monday. So we got, boom, 49ers sitting at the 1 seed. They locked it. I don't know if they're going to win. They have LA. I don't know what LA is going to do. We'll see. Cowboys still trying to fight for that 2 seed. With a win against Washington, will clear it up. Lions, they clinched a wild card. Also, I forgot to change that. They didn't clinch wild card, but they clinched division. I'm sorry about that. I messed that up. It's clinched division. I had some stuff going on with that. Sorry about that. Buccaneers still trying to fight for one. Lions basically are the only way. I don't think they're going to put in their backup. I don't think they're going to put in their starters. I really don't know if they're being that concerned about a 2 seed, honestly, especially the way we're playing, who we're playing. I don't think they're going to be that concerned about it or risk their starters as much as they would probably love to play at home first. They won the division already. Buccaneers still going to have to hang on and win, and they won the division and in, of course. Eagles maybe hoping for a miracle, which we really hope we don't allow. Rams, they clinched a wild card, fighting for 6 or 7. I don't know what they're going to do. And then the Packers, 8-8, hopefully hoping to hang on to that against Chicago, who they have not lost to in I think a decade or something. All right, so the offense versus the defense. We got, really, is this even a comparison? You have the overall offense. The rushing offense is not good. They're 14th. They're okay, mediocre. Passing, you have 3rd in passing, and you're overall in 6th on the offensive side. Defense, you are now rolling in overall 8th on the defensive side, according, but passing is pretty good. Rushing is not quite good. I don't know how he dropped down last week, but and then you have the offense and defense, man. They're in double digits, in everything. They are in double digits, everything. The best they are at is that passing offense. We know that for a fact because they're actually, they're not as bad, but that, we should be able to not have trouble against them tomorrow. All right, main concern of the game, coming out ready and handle weather and away problems. I already explained all that. Y'all go and see what y'all got to do about that. And then, sorry about that. Last time, Cowboys played against the Commanders, and of course, it was last time also we tried fighting for the NFC East in a 1 seed. Week 18, last year, you got your butts kicked. This Commanders aren't as good this year, and I think this team is more competitive and more consistent. But last year, really hope that doesn't happen again. All right, playoff spot after Washington game. So this is it. This is the playoff spot. You win the NFC East with a win, hopefully you win, or a Philadelphia loss. I really don't have to rely on them because it just doesn't feel as good, but if you do, you do. 2 seed, win or Philadelphia loss, because we know we get the NFC East, we get the 2 seed, that's it. 3 seed is if we both lose and Detroit takes the win. That means we'll drop down to 6 losses, but we still have the division because Philadelphia lost and Detroit wins. So if we do lose, it's either 3 or 5. Just to let you know. 5 seed is a loss and a Philadelphia win. That's it right there. Box score prediction with specifics. We got the first quarter, Cowboys 14-3. I got going off in that first quarter, Dak with a pass and TD to Lamb, and Dak with a TD pass to Cooks. Washington scores a field goal when I believe they up 7-3. It's 7-0, 7-3, 14-3. Then it's a 28-3. You got Paulo with a TD about the 3-yard line. You got Wilson getting a pick 6. That's going to be ending about the first half. 28-3, and then you got a 34-10. I forgot to mention 34-10, Aubrey, 2 field goals, and I believe that Howell usually rushes every time. He's going to get a rushing touchdown. He rushes every time he plays against us for a touchdown. And then he's playing, not Brissett. Fourth quarter, 34-17, Sergio Samuel gets a touchdown. It's during garbage time, it doesn't matter. Injuries and news for Dallas is our final thing here. Hankins is questionable. Jonathan Hankins with a knee injury, ankle injury maybe. So he's questionable to play. Tyler Biadasz with a questionable illness. So I don't know if we'll be able to see him tomorrow as well. Dorrance Armstrong, questionable with an ankle. And then Malik Hooker, ankle and illness. He's had all these problems. He's questionable as well. So I don't really know what's going to go on with him. I really just don't know what's going to go on. But I'm sure he'll be fine since you're going up against a bad team. We're playing Philadelphia. Oh my gosh, that'd be really good if you're playing Philadelphia. But we already 1-1 against them this year, so we're fine. We could probably beat them. Sub to be part of the Dog Squad. That's gonna wrap it up. I know it says Merry Christmas again. I keep forgetting to change that, but that'll be it for today. I remember I will have no live stream tomorrow as of right now because I'm just not gonna do one this week. Also, like I mentioned before, we're watching the game or something like that, I think, with another family or something. But yeah, and then we also I'll have the results coming on my Dim Boys reports of playoff results and my reaction video after the game, and of course it'll be also on my community page. So the rest of the week we'll have community polls on that, getting ready for whoever we play in the wild card. Just like always, we'll have polls in the NFL as regular, and but that's gonna be it. And I'll have some updates and all that. Maybe some clinching spots as well after each game. Hope you enjoy Week 18 tomorrow. Texans just beat the Colts, so they're in the playoffs. And I'll probably post that in just a second if I have time, or just wait till tomorrow, every noon game stuff. But that's the end of the day, Dog Squad. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Peace.